Hey, Ms. Truska, thanks for taking the time to be here with me today.
Hello, it's my pleasure.
So, um, we've already talked a little bit about your needs with the Synergy Special Ed program. I've got some questions here that I think that will maybe clarify where we need to go with the program and with the coaching that we're going to do. The first question I want to ask is, how confident are you about scheduling IEPs and reevaluation meetings?
This year is my first year of teaching here in the school, so I'm kind of new with especially with the IPs, but I got a lot of help from you, and I didn't practice a lot, but I had to schedule. So next week I will start to work on my first two cases, and I need to schedule everything. I'm confident that it will be okay with some help. I repeat. I had also a meeting with our psychologist, school psychologist, and we talked a little bit about the kids, about the two cases, and I got already the parent consent from their parents, and I hope it will be a good start. Yeah.
So did you get the two reevals on the calendar, the school calendar with the psychologist? You have those
Oh yeah,
on there?
yeah, we have them there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you've got consent from the parents.
Yep.
But the next step then would be
To schedule everything in advance because we need to schedule everything like evaluation and re-eval like with the in my calendar should be with 2 months and something 2 months and a half in advance,
yes.
and for them for to start working on it like with 2 months.
Okay. So how confident do you feel about doing a notice of meeting? Have you done one yet?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
Okay.
But I'm anxious to see it and to practice it a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's scheduling. How confident are you about writing IEPs and reevaluation eligibility reports?
Here, I'm not so confident, I'm honest, because I need to practice a bit. This is something new for me. IPs cases are new for me this year, but I'm willing to learn. So I hope it will be okay, and I hope to have all the information done and to start working on that.
Now, you did attend a few of the meetings, so do you
Yeah.
feel like that was helpful to see it?
It was very helpful for me. I was first I just assisted there, but it was very very helpful to see in the system each steps and each what the case manager put there, and what kind of conversation you should have with the parents about the students' results, the student needs, about their concerns also. And last time when I was in the meeting, it was very helpful for me because I started to write. So,
Good. So you've
it was
been in
very
the
useful.
program.
Oh yeah.
You've been
Oh, yeah.
in it. You've
Oh, yeah.
done some, like the minutes at least. That's one tab in there that
And
you've
it was
done.
very useful.
Good, good.
Yep.
Okay, so I have your caseload data here. Have you had the opportunity to look over the dates and start planning your calendar? Where do you stand on that?
So I have created after I came here in the school and I started my schedule. I have created a spread data like a spreadsheet for me.
Yeah.
And from time to time, a little bit often, I take a look there because I put all my students on my caseloads. I have them by their names, by their IDs, and I put there many information about their needs and especially about their re-eval and evaluation data. So I all the time I check there just to be sure that I have enough time just to schedule them in advance.
Yeah. So it sounds like you understand kind of the timeline that we have to get that on there.
Oh yeah, and the importance.
Yeah. And I really like that you've got that
It's very
tool
useful
in
for me.
place.
It's very useful for me.
Yeah.
You helped me a lot with this one.
Okay, so you've got 3 reevaluations this year. What steps have you already taken? I think you mentioned you've met with a psychologist.
Yeah, and then consent from those two parents for those two students. And next week I will start to work very serious on them to be prepared in advance.
Do you know where to get the data from the Miss McCollum who does like the testing? Do you have any of that yet?
Not yet. No.
Okay,
no.
we'll get that. We'll get that. Make sure you have it because that's a real
For
key
sure I will
component.
have it. So yeah.
Before you can start writing those, we'll have to get that. So it sounds like you've got a good start. You understand how to get started on it. So what are your next steps let's talk about that a little bit more and kind of get our thoughts together. The next steps. What are we going to do?
So after they're almost scheduled in my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to invite the parents to put a bit in advance. I need to propose them some dates and times already, and for them to see if they are able to participate at that event. Because I know if they don't, you need to redo it like with three times for them,
Exactly.
3 different times for them, just to be able to choose one. It's
so you
convenient for
have to
them.
give yourself a lot of time
Oh,
in
yeah.
case they no show. Then they have 7 days
Yeah.
notice, and then if they no show, another 7 days. So you
and in
understand that.
advance. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you understand all that process. That's great. In terms of next steps, do you feel comfortable contacting the other teachers and asking them about their calendar and their availability for the meetings?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know they contacted me to participate at their meetings, and I kind of know that process.
Okay, so you've seen it
just
with
to use
other.
the email and then face to face to talk about the students.
Okay, cool.
Also too, yeah.
Good. Okay, so we have all of these dates, these deadlines for IEPs and reevaluations. How do you feel like we can measure this goal of getting all of these done?
I'm thinking just to be ready and to very precise there with the dates and to follow day by day, just to have everything scheduled in my agenda there, and just to check to everything to be in order.
Yeah. So keep a close eye on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I know I've got something similar to that, and I keep it in the front of my binder, and I look at it almost every day just to remind myself to not miss any deadlines. And so I think this is very measurable because we'll just keep an eye on the calendar, and you'll know if you've got it. Well, part of the measuring is not just looking at the deadline; it's also planning, like you said, 2 months in advance to
And
really.
definitely all the steps, I guess.
Yeah.
And even the final one, just to be with everything done.
Yeah. So I know that you did some training with the school district earlier in the year. What did you learn from it? How could you tell me about that training? How did it go?
It was very useful. It was a full day of training, one full day, and there got some help in. We practically choose a name, and we simulated like an IP to create an IP from for a student. But for me, because I was new and everything there, it was new because I didn't have access to do it by myself. It was kind of a little bit confusing. There were many steps, and we did it step by step, everything. And when I open a tab, another tab was open with many sheets there. So it was a little bit confusing for me. But I'm confident that when I will start to practice, I will understand very clearly everything there.
I'm confident too. I've already seen you learn things very quickly, and I see how hard you work, and you're very committed.
I'm doing my best.
You're committed to doing things the right way, and
Thank
so
you.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You will learn what you need to learn, and I'm really glad that I had this chance to work with you on it too.
Oh.
Yeah. I remember when the program was new to me, like 2 or 3 years ago, and that rabbit hole effect of like, okay, I got to click here and then here and then here and then here. It was very overwhelming for me too. So I kind of understand where you're at this point in time. It was a very difficult program to learn. Yeah. So.
But here in the school, I was so happy because everybody I found you, as I have. I found many people that they are very helpful and willing to help me, because I had many questions. You know better.
I still have questions. Sometimes when I get in there and doing amendments, and there's some things that come up, and I still have questions about it. So it's a challenging program. Okay, so one more question for you. Since the district training, how much experience have you had actually using the platform? I know you mentioned taking minutes at the meeting, but what else have you done in there?
Not a lot. So
Okay,
I didn't. I didn't want into it. I didn't go there yet.
Okay.
I'm willing to start.
Okay.
And I will have the opportunity to start pretty soon.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have experience yet.
Okay.
I need to practice.
let's look at your deadline. So the next IEP that you have is going to be, looks like you've got one in November.
Yeah.
So would you like to get started on this one? Let that be our first one.
Yes.
So November's coming pretty quick. That's like, yeah, that's a month away. We probably need to get started right away.
Yeah. It's
So
planned for the start of this plan. It's planned already in my agenda for next week.
okay, so
So
you
I
have it
plan
on
to
your
start.
agenda.
Yes.
Have you talked to other teachers about coming to it or sent a meeting notice?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, let's get on a calendar time when you and I can
Yep.
meet and make sure we make that happen.
Mhm.
So let's look here. Tomorrow, I have a pretty busy day. How about when we get back from our break, like on the 10th,
Mhm.
in the middle
Yeah.
of the,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
can put it in there.
Yep.
Let's get it in here. So I'll say meet with Ms. Truska. And we will get started on this. So I'm really excited to get to work with you a little bit more on this. So
Thank you.
question for you. What is the impact on student learning from you getting good at this system or this program and applying it?
Now the impact is very big in their academic life and in their future also, and that's why I need all the time to be prepared to have them very clear schedules and well done, because they need to be in order with their goals, with their academic progress. So I know that this is the most important part for them, just to have the progress already.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
sure, you're welcome. Thank you for your time and helping me with my interview.